Hi, welcome to Neurons. At Neurons, we've spent the last 13 years collecting the world's biggest neuroscience database, using eye tracking, brain scanners, heart rate measures, and even implicit measurements to collect more than 300,000 people and more than 100 billion data points. Today, we're utilizing this database to elevate research with predictive intelligence, all backed by this enormous neuroscience database. And with this, we can make researchers and insights much, much faster. You go from weeks in the market to days and now down to seconds until you have insights on advertising and package design. Now, if we go through it into why, we do this because good research and insights really matters for the outcomes. Over the last 15 years, we've been doing a lot of neuroscience research, and with this, we have found that almost 90% of the effectiveness of an ad or a pack is driven by the design itself. So how is the creative really creating emotional relevance, attention, cognitive understanding, memories, and even trust? Not the channel or the brand as much as you might believe. So why does it matter? Well, it matters because insights are really powerful, but we often lose them in time to market, translation, or the cost that it has to actually do research. And this has often been why marketers have not accepted research or even more used it as a post-mortem or after the fact. And as a researcher, that is of course something we need to change. We want to be available before the ads actually hit the market, before the package is on the shelf. We want to make sure that we gave the best possible insights to build the best possible decisions. We also know from a ton of course, academic and commercial research that at least 90% of customers' decisions are really made subconsciously. So things like liking, NPS, or stated surveys are often not really giving us the insights we need in order to understand the real human behaviors. What actually happens lies deep below those levels. And what we here at Neurons really have done is made it possible to measure what really shapes the customer's choices. Things like attention. What do people pay attention to? What do they look at? Engagement. Does it feel good? Cognitive processing. Do they understand it? Memorability. Does it actually stick to their mind and become top of mind? And also trust. Does it build brand over time? All of this will matter for how you do insights and research. And as I mentioned, we can do this because we're led by the leading behavioral scientist or neuroscientist, Dr. Thomas Ramsøy. He's done more than 25 years of research in the space, been connected to some of the biggest institutions, and been cited more than 5,000 times. We've also built the biggest neuroscience course in the world with more than 150,000 students today, and even written 4 books on the topic. But what really matters, as I said, is the database. The quality of the data that we have collected over 13 years from the global market. More than 300,000 people, more than 100 billion data points, and more than 100 machine learning models, proprietary machine learning models, have been built to establish the industry-leading AI solution in predictive intelligence on marketing. So what we do now is that we offer a platform or an API where you can get 95% accurate research and insights results in seconds. So you can upload an ad, a pack design, a landing page, and you can instantly get to know how impactful will this be, what will people pay attention to, how engaging is it, how memorable, and everything like that. And this of course means you go from slow, costly to fast, efficient, but high quality. We know for a fact that whenever it is that we actually bring these neuroscience optimized ads to market, we really drive impressions that matter. Impressions are typically this half-empty thing because it's just a number of how many was it in front of, but it never tells whether it worked or not. But now you know that every impression will matter. And that is why we see things like 20% brand awareness increases, 73% increases in click-through rates, and even 55% increases in conversion. Today, we have more than 500 brands and agencies that work with the Neurons AI solution, all the way from tech and media into retail, FMCG, and all the way over to agencies, working with a ton of different brands using this solution. So top tier clients out there do this today. And this is where it really matters, because they build advertising that makes people feel and think. But of course, in the first case, makes them see it. We can help you across various different media channels. So everything from social media, display ads, out of home, print, TV, and packaging. So Neurons AI is really here to help you across the whole funnel of opportunity. Thank you very much for listening in. We look forward to hearing from you.